Andre.
Ryan, how are you doing, man?
I'm doing okay.
Oh no, what's going on?
I mean, I put all of my eggs in the Nikola Jokic basket last
Yeah,
night,
yeah.
and then he's not having a great game, but
Mhm.
there's always that part of you that says okay, if he comes in the fourth quarter in like a 10-point game, it's very possible that he scores like 16 out of the next 18 points for the Nuggets, gobbles up a bunch of rebounds, brings them all the way back into the game. Maybe you even get overtime. Mike Malone owes us some money. Mike Malone owes us some money. Look, I'm cool with coaching the way that you want, but if it
Okay,
costs me
respect.
money, I just expect a small refund. So
Mm,
take me out to dinner, buy me a bottle of wine, whatever you got to do, Mikey. But I'm down 3 units because of you, so we got to
Now,
talk.
you did on the show say you weren't afraid of a blowout getting you.
It
Now
wasn't a blowout.
No, it's true. It was within reach, and he was just like, I literally cannot watch this shit any longer.
Jokic was a minus 16 yesterday.
Unheard of.
Absolutely unheard of. But I think that was his whole coaching point was you guys weren't even good, so why would I bring you back in to try and go win us the game? You guys have been trashed tonight,
Right.
which is kind of dumb, but I understand at least his principle. I'm stealing a topic here from Allie, who's hosting TDSP as we speak.
Happy Festivus, no doubt, yes.
So when this show ends, go flip over to that show. Oh, it might not even be live. I don't think it's live. Might be live.
Well,
be live.
You better download that podcast
Yeah,
and leave a great review on iTunes.
You'll hear everyone else's answer to this, but I want to hear your answer, Dre. Do you know what's the worst Christmas gift you've ever received? Actually, it could be any gift. What's the worst gift you've ever received?
I mean, so obviously we've all received endless crappy gifts, right? Just left and right. It's just a part of how this society operates. There's so many built in having to give gifts that they're just not all gonna be hits.
I don't know. I will say, I make my interests so clear that I feel like I gotta be a pretty easy person to shop for.
See, me too, but people will screw it up. But no doubt worst gift I ever received was my mom getting me a cheap Milan jersey as a youngster, my first jersey, instead of, an official one. Which is what I wanted.
Oh no!
Pops should have just stepped in, helped out. He didn't, and
being dude, kids are such shit. Your mom didn't know any better,
She didn't know.
And
for life.
Were you really upset about it at the time? Did she know?
No, I think I always try to kind of play it cool, but probably the disappointment, as you know, I can't. I'm not exactly a guy who has a poker face.
It hides your emotions very well. So you remind me of a similar story for myself. I'm just not as good. I was just such a little shit when I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
All I wanted was a Jeremy Bloom jersey. But as a dumb kid, I didn't realize that you can't get college players' jerseys.
It's
not even an option.
Why is that, Ryan?
It was it should come back now with NIL because you couldn't profit off of their likeness without them being able to get a cut. There was a rule against that. So, anyways, I wanted a Jeremy Bloom jersey so bad. I asked for it. It was all I wanted. And my mom, bless her soul, she looked everywhere. She didn't know either that it wasn't a thing. Right. And she couldn't find it. So she just got me the generic jersey that is the only option.
Number one.
Number one. Actually, this one was number 21. I don't know why.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And I had a breakdown. That's so messed up, dude. I feel so terrible.
The worst thing is it's Jeremy Bloom and not Cordell or Rashawn Salam. All respect to Jeremy Bloom, legend. But it really tells you the kind of era of Buffs football you were in when this happened.
Yeah, I was
It's
just
still
like,
such a diehard.
my mom's like, I'm sorry, like I couldn't find it, it doesn't exist, and I was just like, this isn't even. There's not even a player that wears number 21.
Oh
God damn
man.
it! Sorry, mom.
I love
Um,
that they're both jersey
well, that
stories
wasn't
that a
gonna be
mom
mine.
screwed up.
Mine was gonna be an ex-girlfriend of mine. Um, won't throw her fully under the bus. Got me like a Mario shaped backpack, but like I'm not like a big like gamer like that or
Okay.
anything. And like she said it was like part of like an inside joke because I said that her dad kind of looked like Mario, which
Mm,
that just doesn't correlate to that gift at all. Like my whole thought was like she went to Walgreens on the way over here needing a
mhm.
gift and just went for the closest thing that she could find that might have some sort of relevance.
Yeah, could be. Could be. Hmm.
Yeah. You want to
That's
jump
a
in real
shame.
quick and tell us your least favorite gift you ever got?
Honestly, I can't remember.
Okay.
I've done so many drugs, I can't even remember what happened yesterday at this point, dude. I just don't remember.
Get out of here.
Wow.
Um,
He had a long time to think about that as
yeah,
we
he
both
did.
talked.
He did.
You know,
Okay. Anyways, let's have some good gifts tonight.
let's
As
do
last
it.
night,
Stinker.
Michael Malone grinched us.
Well, I wouldn't put it all on Mike, you know.
It's all on Mike.
Yeah,
And-
you know, I have a theory, Ryan, that we might be re-entering similar to bubble sports where you just might want to be sprinkling dogs left and right because
Ooh,
anything is possible, you know. I will
right.
always remember, what was it, the undermanned Nets who were like plus 8,000 dogs second game of the bubble at like 10 a.m. Mountain
Yes.
against the Bucks, and they won outright. I mean, you never
They were
know.
like
And the Thunder
17 and a
game.
half point dogs or something.
Yep. And that Thunder game kind of felt like that yesterday.
A little
I was
bit.
like, okay, keep your wits about you.
Yeah, basketball's crazy in that way. Like
Yep.
some nights your guys just don't have it and their guys do, and it doesn't matter what their names are, they just make shots and you don't.
Sure.
Okay. Let's start with your big three, see if we can give the people what they want. Oh,
Season
look at that.
of giving. Wow. My goodness. He's a step ahead of us, our guy.
He really is. He's so good.
Okay, it's the season of giving, and I think maybe our Thick King was up to something yesterday, as was Eminem. That's obviously Michael Malone. And this is their own way of giving us a special Christmas gift because that stinker last night lowers Jokic's props, especially points to 26.5. Do you know what is also occurring tonight on this Festivus evening, December 23rd, Ryan?
No, I don't.
It is a Nuggets center reunion. Jokic being reunited with Plum Dog Millionaire, Ryan.
Oh.
I think he's going to be on his seasonal best. I think Plum Dog, who knew Jokic pre-MVP, still thinks Jokic is most valuable as a passer, and that's where you need to limit him. And Jokic is going to give him the old, brother, I can cook you now treatment. I love even the boosted up like 35 plus, 14 plus boards tonight. I think Jokic is on one.
I like it.
Yeah, go ahead, Ryan.
I do worry. Sometimes when he plays his former teammates, they've seen him so much in practice that they kind of know where he wants to go. Not that it really matters, but there are certain games where you can get him off his spots and he doesn't have the sombor working or, you know, the top of the key jumper or whatever.
He sombored a 3 yesterday, which makes me think level of engagement, maybe not the highest. And frankly, I do think, Ryan, you guys, you non-fathers out there, I think you might underestimate the strain that the season puts on us fathers. For example, my picks have been absolute shit this week, and it's because you've just got other things on your mind, other things going on, and you might somber a few threes and just want to get out of there.
Right.
So on that note, let's finish off my next two picks. So Deebo Samuel over 32.5
consensus
rushing yards. He just barely missed it the last game. He's been right on it. And I think we got this prop lowered just a smidge. Titans second level, not great. Vegas really thinks they're gonna get cooked. I don't know about that. Frankly, I don't bet spreads and totals when I'm trying to be reasonable. I bet props because that's where the real money is made. And Deebo is their best option. And he's gonna hit it big, as will George Kittle. Kicked myself for not making this an official pick last time the Niners played because he was an absolute monster. No one could cover this guy. He's in great shape. In general, the Niners, one of the best, most healthy teams in the league right now. Massive advantage, especially for these two star playmakers.
Something about Kittle, man. I think he's got to be like one of the scariest players in the NFL. Like one of the guys I would just least want to have to face. He's so aggressive at the point of attack. He's so crazy. He's like if Derek Wolfe was a tight end.
Oh, what a great analogy. Derek Wolfe, the best, man.
Derek Wolfe he was so scary, man.
Is there anyone else you had to like watch your P's and Q's around in a locker room more so than Derek Wolfe?
Definitely not more. I will say Derek and I, the older that he got, the more that he liked me. I think, got just a little like he started to realize like the media isn't necessarily the enemy. So we had some good conversations in his last couple of years there. The other one that he really just didn't want to mess up with was Aqib. But Aqib would more like clown you and embarrass you in like a funny way if you screwed up rather than like staring you right into your soul like Derek would.
Right. Good times.
Yes. I'll still never forget when D-Mac accidentally called him Emmanuel after like D-Mac had been going on this huge rant, like anti-Emmanuel rant, and then he called Aqib Emmanuel, and Emmanuel just goes, "Oh, he loved Emmanuel, man. He loved talking about Emmanuel." So good.
That's amazing.
Okay. Anyways, let's pop over to my big three. What do we say?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, Deebo over 32 rushing yards, consensus of the night. Tannehill under 218.5 passing yards.
Wow, let's go.
So let me take you inside the mind here.
Yes.
I woke up this morning thinking like I'm going Titans money line, like let's go.
Right.
And then I turned on NFL Network. Shout out to the Shield. And
no doubt, big time.
And as I'm watching, I hear the Titans are without 3 of their 5 starting offensive linemen tonight.
Whoa, that's insights you can't get anywhere else.
No, exactly.
Then this show is what I mean.
Right. Yeah. Or programming.
I don't know.
Anyways, I'm like, there's just no way you can't. They're not going to be able to run the ball. They're already down their best running back.
Right.
And Tannehill, we saw him in Miami. He's not like, on the DNVR Broncos podcast, we always talk about, are someone the pilot or are they the plane? Like, he's very clearly the pilot. And he can be the pilot. He can be a good pilot. But he can't be the plane. And it seems like tonight he's going to have to try and be the plane. That's going to end really poorly for him. So I think he's going to have a real hard time getting the ball out. Nick Bosa, good Lord. He's a freak. So, I think it's going to be a tough sledding for old Tanny boy.
All right. It's I hear you. The Niners are really looking good. I too consider Tennessee money line this morning, and I've really gone the other way. 218 is a low number, Ryan, though. So I commend you for going under on that. And,
I do.
Not being scared away.
I'm not scared. And then finally, this is a high number, but not as high as it was yesterday. Jokic over 12.5 rebounds. That's the one thing I feel like we can really count on tonight is he's going to have a little more pep in his step, a little more energy. Michael Malone was like a message game last night to him. I think he was actually sending a message to Jokic directly that like, look, man, if you're not going to go out there and give me all you got, I'm going to, I'll just save you for the next game. Hopefully you give it to me then. I think he'll get it for him tonight. So Jokic over 12.5 rebounds.
Right. That was the clear, like, if you're thinking about your kids on Christmas and Sombor shuffling threes, then we got to rethink this thing a little bit. So hopefully that comes through,
One time I asked an athlete, like, what he was getting his family for Christmas. And he's like, I'm just giving everyone $10,000 in cash.
Oh, that's an amazing gift.
Yeah, it's like the greatest gift ever.
That guy just knows what people want right there.
And just like, he's like, what am I like? I'm not taking I'm not going out of my way to like buy them presents. So they know what they want. Like they'll be able to get anything they want with 10 G's.
No doubt. And he knows, like, I'm the guy that you're going to come to for money. So here's your 10 G's for Christmas.
Here's the other funny thing that happens with professional athletes that's hilarious to me. And this probably happens with all, like, insanely rich people. Their family members will buy them gifts with their money.
Right.
Like, that's considered fair game. So, like, you'll have, like, Von Miller's parents like getting him a Ferrari for his birthday, but they're buying him that Ferrari with Von's money.
Yeah, fair enough.
So it's like
that is pretty odd.
It's a really weird thing that happens, but I mean, it makes sense. Like, to be fair, like those people shouldn't be spending their money on shitty gifts for this person who isn't gonna enjoy them anyway. Like, I've never, Vaughn specifically, I've never seen someone get more free things. He had like a stack of just things next to his locker that just came every day from brands, like the new Beats headphones, whatever. Like they're just like stacked up. He just has to take them all home, and I just know there's just like a garage or a room where he just puts all those boxes. So what are his parents gonna buy him? Like some Power Rangers? Like just take the credit card and go buy him a Ferrari, and everyone's happy.
Right, like a new Harry's Razor subscription. It's just not going to slap the same way.
Hello Fresh for the year. We're giving out way too many free advertisements.
It was terrible. But actually, this just in, Ryan. I've got production in my ear right now. We have the most bet on props on Thursday Night Football, and it's important to production that we show those stats. Why not? We used to make that a whole segment when we went audio only. So let's go to that. I get a feeling. There you go. Debo. Everyone loves Debo. Everyone loves Kittle to score a tud. Actually, might sprinkle both of those.
Yeah, I really like that. Maybe SGP.
Oh, and where's that adjusted Kittle line? Over 59.5? Jeez.
DraftKings, man. What time did they turn those babies in?
Yeah, no kidding. You like that Jimmy G over, Ryan?
No.
Yeah, I don't either.
I actually think it's going to hit, but I just don't like Jimmy G.
Dante Foreman, I just don't know.
He was like out of the league, right? Now all of a sudden he's their starter?
Yeah.
Oh, those poor things over there.
I know. They're really surviving and thriving despite it all. And Vegas is telling us they really think it's all kind of going to come to an end tonight.
Yeah, I think so too. But it's the NFL, so we're probably too comfortable with the Niners. But man, the offensive line just matters so much. Being down 3 starters there against a front like this, it seems to spell disaster. If I've ever known anything, it's that's probably the one where if the quarterback's out or if the offensive line is depleted, you're going to have a really hard time winning the football game.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, they've kind of lost an identity. They've been pretty good defensively, but even there, I think their personnel is going to be exploited a little bit by an amazingly pretty healthy Niners team. So,
do you know if production also has the rankings for the double-fisted rankings?
That I don't know. They've gone. They're actually whispering obscenities in my ear right now, so I can't speak to that.
Oh, they do have production always on the top. Yeah, DraftKings Sportsbook, number 1 in the double fisted. Like I don't know why it's so funny. It never gets old. It really never gets old. DraftKings Sportsbook truly number one in our hearts, in the double fisted rankings, in the universe, and of course, the new hot place to be number one, the metaverse. So shout out to DraftKings. This week, bet $5 on an NBA game, win $150 in free bets. Win you if you get it right, if you win. So
gotta do it.
You got to get it right. Nuggets last night we thought was a shoo-in. It wasn't. It's not as easy. It's not as easy as the old 0-pointer. What did I say on the podcast today? I'm trying to remember what I was betting against. Oh, it reminded me of my $1 million guarantee. Today on the Broncos podcast, I said that if Vic Fangio gets fired as head coach and comes back as defensive coordinator, I will run a marathon barefoot.
Well, yep, no doubt.
There's a 0% chance of that happening, but it's like the popular thing to suggest right now in like layer 2 of Broncos Twitter.
Right. It's like, hey, Allie, would you what about this? Allie dumps you, moves in with another guy, but you still are a roommate and pay a third of the rent. How's that sound to you? Good deal?
You get to be the side piece.
You get to be the side piece. You pay for groceries once every 2 weeks. You know?
Don't think so. Wow, I can't believe you made the I'm supposed to be the relationship analogy guy, and you just nailed that one.
Thanks.
Fantastic. Anyways, DraftKings Sports
double fisted rankings, baby. Yes,
they're still number one. Check them out. And of course, on top of that great deal I already mentioned, you can get a sign-up bonus up to $1,000 when you use the code DNVR at sign-up.
Crazy.
Of course, you must be 21 or older. Colorado only. Bonus comprised of a first deposit bonus and a first bet match, each up to $500. The deposit bonus comprised of 25x playthrough and restrictions do apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-522-4700.
Boom.
All right, what do we got as a DOD?
Let's go to it.
Building a Christmas big 3 under the tree.
Oh man,
wow.
We've never gone so seasonal.
We are just seasonal kings over here.
Yeah, really going hard.
So
I came pre-cooked with my big 3.
Okay, so what we're doing here is we're looking forward to Christmas events.
Yes,
making a big 3 out of them.
Yes, there's an NBA slate which we don't have odds for, so there goes that. We had odds all year for them. Remember that? We had odds like in the preseason. Now they're off the board. But Warriors Suns, barring any drastic changes, feels like a tremendous matchup, a matchup where both teams are healthy, matchup that we could even talk about, even though the lines might not be out just yet on that bad boy, Ryan. But then we have an NFL doubleheader. And I don't know if you want to make some side bets on what happens in the Madden documentary that's also airing Christmas. I'll allow that as well. Yeah.
Is it about my run of 5 Super Bowls out of 7 seasons?
I think it's mostly focused on John Madden and then the game from there.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Cool. I thought it was just all about me. That would have been cool.
I feel like you would have been contacted if they were airing a doc on your run on Christmas. By now, I think it would have hit your...
The media was probably going to misrepresent me in that.
They love to do that. The damn AP.
Yes. Okay. So we've got 2 football games, correct? Browns, Packers, and Colts, Cardinals. Beautiful. This is easy. Hammer the Packers.
Yes. Big time. Hammer the Packers. Yep.
Hammer the Packers, and then I say just go Colts money line.
Colts money line, tremendous value, and even plus a hundo. I love that, Ryan. I agree with you. I like the Cleveland under 18.5. That Green Bay defense has been good.
Do we know if the baby maker is going to play?
We don't, but many are saying it actually doesn't matter if Nick Mullins, or Case Keenum are playing. So
I did see some takes on Twitter saying that Nick Mullins was as good as Baker. So
yeah. Actually, I think it's moved to 19.5. So there you go. Great value
Really
Packers, the thing is, outside of that spread, every line on the Packers, every line on this game is set so well. Because Aaron Rodgers, you never know when he's gonna go tud heavy, but not a ton of yards,
Mm-hmm.
The total set at 46. I'd lean under, but I don't love it. Packers total set at 26.5. If Myles Garrett is healthy, they're still a pretty tough defense. They're not going to allow you to put a ton of points on. And Stefanski can call good enough game plan to kind of stretch the game out just a little. So, that one I applaud the odds makers because I think they've done a great job. Colts Cardinals feels very much like Titans Niners, where if you look at the records, it's, the cheese police. There's probably a bunch of cheesy parlays out there that are Titans cards.
Right. Right.
But if you've been paying any attention, Colts Niners feeling better, looking better, just have a much more well-formed identity. And I don't know, man. It's Frank Reich against Vance Joseph. I think it might be a bloodbath. Jordan Taylor's prop 106.5.
It's too low.
It might be too low. It might be too low. And that was a formidable defense for a minute.
Yeah, they were. I mean, honestly, maybe they stack the box. Vance Joseph is so bad at taking away a team's best player. I don't know why he struggles with that so much, but it does feel like whenever there's what are they going to do to stop George Kittle? Well, he almost sets the record for receiving yards by a tight end in the first half. What are they going to do to stop Cooper Kupp? Nothing. They're not going to do anything to stop Cooper Kupp. He's going to destroy them.
Do you think his game plan, and you've been in those locker rooms, so if this ever was the philosophy, it should have caught your ear at some point. Was it ever, look, we've got no chance of stopping Kelsey, so let him go ham, try to stop everyone else? Is that by design?
Like a Jokic thing, right? We're not doubling him because that allows him to be better. That's what he wants. Honestly, it's possible. I will say, Vance Joseph said something very genius that'll stick with me forever once. And it was about the Chiefs running the ball. And it was when Kareem Hunt was really going. And they were like, how do you stop Kareem Hunt and Patrick Mahomes? And he was just like, you don't. You try to stop Mahomes, and if they run the ball, they're doing you a favor. Every time they run the ball, they've just done you a favor. So we want them to run the ball. I was like, oh my God, that sounds not very smart. And then you know what? He was right. Every time they run the ball, it's like the defense says thank you very much.
Yeah, and against the Colts, it's going to be the opposite.
Right, totally. But it was just he's got some good stuff up there. He's been around the game for a while.
Also, Cliff. People are kind of questioning Cliff and Kyler.
They can still miss the playoffs, and if they do that, the Cliff will be out.
Oh yeah, no doubt. I mean,
and then the Buffs can hire him. Let's go, baby.
Wow. What would he do? He'd probably take another NFL job, right?
Someone would want him to develop their young quarterback.
Now, if it's Cliff, Vic, stay on as DC. I'm telling you, stay on.
Why not just get Cliff as OC?
Whoa, genius.
Oh man, Vic Fangio and the air raid offense, match made in heaven.
It's gonna be Nagy. They should honestly hire a third person that's just in charge of the clock and challenges.
I wonder. I mean, basically every team hates the way their coach handles timeouts and challenges.
Oh, sure.
But I want to know what Bears fans think about Nagy. Maybe they think that's his one redeeming quality. The man really knows time management. But he's off the Andy Reid tree, and we know that was the big knock on Andy Reid forever is that he didn't get it. So
yeah, I mean, I don't think Nagy's got it in the noggin. Did we? Okay, yeah, we gave enough Christmas.
Real quick,
to pick between Warriors Suns.
I'm with you.
Yep.
Real quick, this is going to be a tough day for the NBA. I feel sorry for them because Christmas Day is like supposed to be their thing, and the NFL is about to just dagger them. It's going to be tough to watch. And I assume which way are we moving? Is next year is Christmas on a Sunday next year?
All right, I'm pulling out the calendar because I was wondering the same thing, and I was like, forget going to 2022. No, I'm interested to see what's happening in 2022. Hey, or 20. Yeah, 22. Okay, Christmas, it's on a Sunday.
Oh, dude, the NBA might not make it through 2
done.
seasons. They're losing their share of Christmas.
Sell your Christmas NBA stock because it's literally over. Mac Bowl games will start getting higher ratings than NBA games on Christmas before you know it. No, because that means next year Sunday, and then oh my God, and then this is incredible. And then Ryan, the year after Monday Night Football on Christmas, like they're just done. So
it's over. It's over. It's over.
Well, pick
a new holiday. You guys can have President's Day.
Yeah. You're careful. Don't open your Slack messages for all this. For a second, I thought I was gonna have to put my body in front of that. So okay.
All right. Oh my God. This has been good. This has been great.
A little more football analysis than I care for, but
yeah, that's true.
To each their own.
Well, if you want less football analysis, you can catch us on the tailgate on Sunday.
That's right. A lot more. That's why we just did Thursday night and Christmas picks, because the Sunday blowout is coming on Boxing Day, as they call it, across the pond. Why do they call it that? Because you're done with opening your gifts and you're boxing stuff up. Ryan's like, I'm mostly hungover on Christmas. I don't know who's boxing anything.
We're just throwing away boxes mostly.
It's true. You know what's clutch though this year with how Christmas falls, and just the recycling comes every other week at my house. This week it's coming the Tuesday after Christmas. Holy shit, that's so clutch. I'm hyped, man. I'm hyped.
That's like a really big time old man thing that I just can't relate to.
Oh man, can I real quick tell you a story on that same subject? Yesterday I actually uttered the sentence, if someone doesn't pick that up, someone's gonna slip and get seriously hurt. And I said that I said that 100% serious, with nothing but concern for my family when I said that, but it's the most dad old man thing I have ever uttered.
What was it?
Oh, Lucia's no longer in her crib. She's sleeping on a bed. So she gets out of bed and takes her books out and reads them, but then it just becomes like a pile of books next to her bed. And you might like slip on one of those books stacked up and literally break your neck, Ryan.
That's incredible. I definitely thought you had to be like at least 55 to say that sentence.
Yeah, instead just came out naturally. Just like that holiday season. So
wow, congratulations. You're evolving at an incredible rate.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
All right. That's gonna wrap it up for us until that tailgate on Sunday. No shows tomorrow or on Christmas. So I hope everyone has an incredible holiday.
That's exactly right.
Get that money. Try to get away from your family a little bit, play some bets, have some you time, make sure that you have time to get some action so that you can only half pay attention to what your family is saying and watch the TV out of the corner of your eye.
Yeah. And if, you're one of those family members getting 10 G's in cash for your birthday, I'd say have more fun betting if you're one of those people.
All right. Put it all on black.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about that. But yeah, sprinkle fade baby maker baker,
There we go. All right, that's gonna wrap it up for us again. Have a great holiday, Andre, you especially, and you, Yaya. We will catch you guys on the other side. See you guys later.